Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Well, it's New Year's Eve 2023, and I'm ready to recap 7 months of being a YouTube creator. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and I invite you to check out my previous videos. We can laugh about them now. I made mistakes, oh my gosh, mistakes, bloopers, but I'm always learning. I'm learning so much. I hope this year is about treating yourself well. No matter what stage of the game you're in, it's never too late to practice being good to yourself. You so deserve it. New Year's resolutions get such a bad rap as they tend to only last a week or two. But it's funny how the things we love to do, good or bad, we can repeat endlessly. So I tend to say things out loud each morning like drink my water, send someone an encouraging note, call your Aunt Ev, lift your arm weights, whatever it is I need to do, I try to do it early. I drink a lot of water before 9 a.m. so that if I get lazy during the day, at least I had plenty to begin with. You must learn to treat yourself well this year and learn not to beat yourself up over things that don't go right or things you don't get done or people you lose touch with. I don't make resolutions anymore. I just try to expand on the things that I already do. As these photos scroll by, I'm reminded how far this channel has come, and I thank you all for that. I remember being so excited to have 30 followers, all family and friends, of course, and thinking it might take me a year to get to 50 people. Now I have over 1,000. I was afraid that I would run out of content, but the more I create, the more I create. My husband encouraged me to do this channel. I didn't know it would be this much work, but I also didn't know it would be so rewarding. I've enjoyed sharing my ideas, thrift finds, projects, favorite books, my favorite YouTube channels. I've heard from people all over the world, and you've left the sweetest, most encouraging messages. I want to thank my sons, Mark and Matt, for helping me with the technical part of it, and my husband for pushing me to do this. He used to say, when we were watching YouTube channels, he'd say, "You can do that. Why aren't you on there?" Because I don't know how the heck to do it. But now let's see where the new year will take I'm Home. I said in the beginning I called my channel I'm Home because I love to be home, baking and cooking and gardening, decorating, creating. Cleaning should be on that list, but I don't love to clean. I do it, but I don't love it. And then I have all this stuff that needs dusting all the time. In the beauty shop, I had a lady come in one day and she plopped down, said she was exhausted from cleaning. She said, "Ain't it a joke? You spend your whole life cleaning and when you die, they throw dirt on you." I like to get the house all clean, my food cooked, and then I do my thing. I'm never bored. I'm always busy, and I never run out of ideas. I was talking with a creative friend the other day, and we both agreed that we never live long enough to see all of our ideas come true. They say you can't use up creativity, and it's true. So I'm happy to have this channel in which to share all of that with you. So this evening I will have some food for hubby and I, and maybe some family and friends will stop in. I think one of our sons is coming home. And at midnight I will listen to Dan Fogelberg, his song Same Old Lang Syne. I've listened to that song since I was about 19 years old every New Year's Eve, and I listen to it and I reminisce and I cry like a baby. I did take time to go to TJ Maxx the other day. I was looking for these Martha Stewart string holders. They had a whole bunch of them at Christmas, before Christmas, and I really liked the red one, and I didn't get one, so I went back because I knew they'd have them half off, and I couldn't find a one. So I'm going to have to get me a spindle and figure out how to make one because I went to every store and I couldn't find any. So I just kind of walked around the store and looked at all the pretties, and I've decided, guys, that I have to stop buying things. I have to stop buying things at stores like this, and I have to stop thrifting. Yes, you heard me correctly. I'm going to stop thrifting, at least until like next year. Anyway, I told you I couldn't get these little copper mugs to quit coming my way. I saw several of them the other day. I didn't pick up any. I didn't buy anything thrifting. I saw these beaded ornaments, which would look beautiful on my nature tree or my nativity tree. I saw these other ornaments that are coming up that were custom made for my nativity tree, and I did not buy them despite the fact that everything was half off. I just decided that I can't do that anymore. I've got to tame it down because here's all the ornaments I'm trying to pack away from my little tree in the kitchen. I got those all loaded up, and everything that spoke Christmas got put in a box, and all my little baskets and oranges and pears and all the little nature things, the birds and the nests and the anything that looked like nature I left on the tree because we got some snow the other day and the tree looked really pretty with the snow coming down in the window with the nature tree still up. So I'm going to leave it up for a little while. Now my forever book I want to talk to you guys about, I got up on my shelf and I pulled out the book called Dolly by Dolly Parton. It's a 1994 book. I looked it up and you can still find it. It's just chock full of neat stories and all kinds of funny things and things that she did. This was back before she accomplished all the things she's accomplished now. She did a lot back then. Fun fact, my nickname is Dolly. It has nothing to do with Dolly Parton. My grandpa, when I was born, called me his little Dolly, and it stuck. And everybody on my mom's side of the family called me Dolly my entire life. And it's really sad I don't have anybody on mom's side of the family to call me that anymore. But because I was such a big fan of Dolly's, I always thought it was cool that we had the same name. Everybody calls me Dolly. Even some of Kevin's family calls me Dolly. So I'm kind of proud of that. And everything you need to know, you can learn from Dolly. I just love her. So next year, I want to show you guys some things like these little dresses I made years and years ago. They're little 4 and 3 and 5-inch dresses. And I'm going to tell you how one of them ended up at the White House. And that's a pretty interesting story. And we're going to dive into some Valentine decorations and crafts. I'm going to sell some things on my page this year. We're just going to have a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to all the conversations we're going to have. And here's hoping that you can come up with some self-nurturing ideas for the new year. This is it, guys. This may be all we have. This day, this moment. I lost several friends and family members this past year, a few of them in the last week. We have now. Life is a string of experiences, good, splendid, bad, heartbreaking. We can't control all of them, but we can make up stuff off the top of our head and have fun experiences. I saw a meme the other day that said, whatever's good for your soul, do that. Until next year, I wish you all a very joyful, healthy, and prosperous new year.